The issue starts with Batman tracking a suspicious truck headed toward the Gotham City Dam, responding to a tip from Captain Jim Gordon about a threat to the water supply. Stealthily perched atop the stolen truck, Batman watches the driver, working for the Joker, dump a swarm of vicious Jokerized piranhas into the reservoir. His inner monologue reveals a determined mindset. He's faced this madness before and vows to stop it again. He corners the truck driver and demands to know where the Joker is. The driver, already laughing uncontrollably from Joker's gas, offers no real answers, just manic laughter. He continues to interrogate the driver, who's overwhelmed by Joker's toxin and barely coherent through his toxic laughter. As Batman tries to extract answers, he recalls the same kind of twisted theatrics from a past case. Suddenly, another clown-masked thug ambushes him with a shotgun, forcing Batman to react fast. He grabs the Joker's minion and slams him against the wall, demanding answers. The thug, writhing from Joker's toxin, panics as Batman raises a clenched fist. He notes an alarming pattern related to this incident. A Gotham City sanitization truck stolen, 2 garbage truck drivers found dead with a bullet in their heads, a break-in at the Gotham City Aquarium where 15-inch thick fiberglass tanks were destroyed, signaling something far bigger is in motion. He walks back to the truck, piecing together Joker's recycled crimes, poisoning the reservoir, releasing toxic fish, and leaving his signature grin behind. Just as Batman reflects on how out of character this repetition seems, Joker ambushes him from the shadows with a crowbar. The blow lands hard, catching Batman off guard. Joker then kicks him with manic glee, sending Batman crashing into the reservoir below while taunting him with twisted laughter. He sinks into the reservoir, surrounded by Jokerized piranhas that rip into him with their razor-sharp teeth. Blood clouds the water as he fights to stay conscious and alive. Through the chaos, Batman focuses his thoughts and purpose. Joker brings chaos and destruction to Gotham. Batman brings order. His suit defenses activate underwater, electrocuting the attacking piranhas and giving him a brief chance to survive. But the damage is severe. He's bloodied, sinking, and unconscious. As he floats to the surface under the moonlight, a figure swims toward him, and a helicopter's spotlight locks onto his body. Batman lies motionless, face down, as the water ripples around him, his fate uncertain. After tossing Batman into the reservoir, Joker struts away, cracking jokes and reveling in his chaos, until he's suddenly grabbed by the throat. Silence, a massive and imposing new player, effortlessly lifts Joker off the ground. Joker tries to keep his cool with snark, but it's clear he's caught off guard and completely overpowered. Silence unleashes a pulse of his sonic power, sending Joker into a screaming, crumpled mess on the ground. He towers over Joker, calm and controlled, then drags him away like discarded trash. Watching from the shadows, Hush steps into view with quiet satisfaction, noting that patience may take time, but its reward is well worth it. At the clock tower, Batgirl detects that Batman's signal has gone offline, prompting immediate concern. She alerts Nightwing, who quickly realizes something seriously wrong. Barbara confirms Batman vanished in Gotham, and communication lines are either jammed or dead. Nightwing insists that kind of blackout shouldn't even be possible, yet here they are. In a haze of pain and fading consciousness, Batman hallucinates Selina's name as the mysterious woman desperately performs CPR on him. As a rescue helicopter approaches, she pushes through the countdown of chest compressions, refusing to let him die. Batman jolts back to life, coughing up water, dazed and gasping. Still weak, he looks at her in disbelief and asks how she found him. She simply holds him close and whispers, "Do not disappoint me." It was Talia al Ghul who revived him, having tracked him down and pulled him from the brink of death. As he regains consciousness, Bruce questions how she found him, suspicious yet grateful. Talia brushes off the concern, reminding him of their complicated bond and her unwillingness to let him die, especially as the father of her son Damian. She insists her motives are personal, layered with both duty and lingering affection. Batman demands to know where the Joker is, but she departs without answering. In the next panel, Hush coldly monologues to the bloodied, barely conscious Joker, mocking his condition and detailing the damage silence inflicted. He fits a cruel device into Joker's mouth, prying it open with a painful clack as Joker screams in agony. With eerie calm, Hush forces Joker onto a spinning board, mocking his manic legacy. As Joker writhes and spins helplessly, Hush insists he's not a homicidal maniac, just someone with homicidal tendencies and a message to send. Hush selects a scalpel from his surgical kit, his voice calm and clinical. He hurls it across the room with practiced ease, and it slices clean into Joker's chest. Blood spurts as Joker cries out in pain, pinned and helpless. Hush lectures coldly on excellence, intention, and the illusion of choice, each word punctuated by Joker's suffering. He methodically removes the scalpels from Joker's chest, casually wiping them clean as he continues his cruel lecture. He informs Joker that Joker's bleeding internally and has only hours, maybe a day, to live. With deliberate malice, Hush activates the device stretching Joker's mouth, pushing it until a sickening crack signals his jaw snapping. Joker writhes in agony, helpless and silenced. Staring coldly, Hush finishes with a chilling question. Who will mourn for you? Back in the Batcave, Batman reflects on the Joker's ambush, pushing himself to ask deeper questions. What was the real motive, and who else knew he'd be out that night? As he examines his damaged suit, he wonders whether the Joker's attack hit a vulnerable spot by chance or design. The circuitry failure nearly killed him, and it feels too precise to be random. Just then, his signal comes back online, surprising Barbara and Nightwing, who had been rushing to find him. Nightwing and Batgirl suspect his comms were jammed. Batman swiftly initiates a system lockdown, realizing the Batcave's network has been breached. He examines a clue left behind, Joker's shoe, the same one he wore when he attacked Bruce. He reflects with certainty. This wasn't by chance, but instead done with intent. Analyzing the muck on Joker's shoe, Batman races through Gotham in the Batmobile, tracking it to an abandoned amusement park. The eerie setting feels like a twisted echo of a circus, yet no circus is in town. On foot, Batman spots signs of recent activity. He confirms this is no coincidence. The shoe was left as a clue. As he enters the Joker's hacienda, he finds a grotesque scarecrow resembling Jim Gordon with maggots pouring out of its mouth, covering its face. Batman steps into the heart of the Joker's twisted circus, entering a room staged like a deranged movie set. A voice calls out, "Lights! Camera!" Animatronic figures dressed as clowns suddenly turn, guns in hand. They fire without hesitation, filling the room with smoke and chaos. Batman dives into action, dodging bullets mid-air. As more animatronic attackers fire at him, Batman hurls his batarangs at them, disrupting their mechanisms and buying himself precious seconds. A mysterious voice warns him to turn back, but Batman doesn't flinch. Determined and fierce, he charges forward, declaring he's coming for the Joker. Without hesitation, he leaps through a massive mirror, shattering it into a storm of glass. He steps into a nightmarish scene and finds the Joker nailed to a giant spinning wheel, bloodied and broken. A haunting voice welcomes him back to the show that never ends, like a taunting chorus. This grotesque display isn't just cruelty, it's a message. In his thoughts, Batman confirms the chilling truth. This was never about the Joker. Batman stands beside the Joker, confirming he's barely clinging to life, recognizing now that the Joker was just a pawn in someone else's cruel game. As distorted images of Jim Gordon, Barbara, and Robin flash across the screens, the voice taunts Batman with each past trauma. The torment is personal, targeting those he loves most, reminding him of the pain he's endured. And aloud, Batman silently reflects on how long he's tolerated the Joker's existence and the suffering he's caused, not just to him, but to everyone he holds dear. Surrounded by haunting images of Joker's crimes, Batman grips a knife and stands over his greatest tormentor, tempted by the possibility of ending it all. A sinister voice goads him, taunting that maybe it's time to kill the Joker. Batman teeters on the edge, the weight of every painful memory pressing down on him. In a burst of rage, he moves to stab Joker, but purposefully misses, striking the wall instead. As the mysterious voice laughs hysterically, Batman regains control and realizes that one of his worst enemies has returned. The sinister Hush.